Well, hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Cakerins, playing Final Fantasy 16, having a blast doing it. On our last episode, Clive and his uncle are just running around doing all kinds of crazy things in the desert. That's the best summary of all that I can give for you, so then we got to continue doing what we're doing. So having a blast playing the game. If you're new to the channel, you're just gonna know that you're gonna get reactions from me playing games for the very first time. I always play first person story-based games, single person, I guess I should say, really just single person story-based games. Doesn't matter what genre, it can be all kinds of genres, but right now we're on a Final Fantasy kick and we're playing Final Fantasy 16, trying to get through with this so that we can play some of the older Final Fantasy games before the new Final Fantasy 7 chapter is dropped later in 2024. So anyways, I hope you enjoy these. Love seeing the comments, love seeing everybody giving me advice and whatnot, and I just love playing them, so I'm glad that you're here. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when the videos drop and we can have fun together. But I think it's time to go. So I'm ready, and I think you're ready, so let's go. Okay. So yeah, that's right. We were at the inn doing some things, and we did see his brother was nearby and kind of like escaped. So there was an encounter that ended up not taking place. So let's look at this map here. So where do we need to go? We need to make for Drake's Fang. Oh, the final sting. That is inaccessible. Interesting. So, yeah, we're going to go all the way down here to the jaw. So we're going to go out here into this area, and we're going to see what's going on. So we got to make a run. What happens if I do this? What do we've got? So we've got the Dalimil Inn, literal oasis in the Velcroy, a desert in the western part of Demacia. Dalimil offers food, and respect to those travelers who endure the long march through the sweltering sands. In particular, the hot spring baths fed from nearby waters will not only ease the pains of the road, but also rumored to cure all manner of ills from boils and boo-boos. Is that boo-boos? That's funny. There's Joshua. Drake's Fang. This is a new one of the Vilisthia's 5 remaining mother crystals. All right. The Kingdom of the Waloed. Coolio. There's Byron, Lord Byron, brother of Archduke Elwyn and the uncle of our good friend. And then Hugo is he's hurting is what he is.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
I want to explore.
Your arms are like iron. Are all.
I wonder what kind of stuff is around here.
Well, I'd be happy to show you.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Ooh, come and play? Really? Let's go over the baths. Aren't they like this way? Oh, this is the baths. Oh, I see.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
To soothe the aches and pains of the road.
Hot water.
Can I go through any of these? No.
But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
Oh, interesting. Are they guarding the way? We're not allowed out?
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
Interesting.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
Is there an escape
By
route?
guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalimil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager
Okay.
this Rosina Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okay, so we gotta ask around. We gotta talk to some peeps. We got to talk to some peeps. Doo-doo-doo. South Gate is closed. There is a merchant over here.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord.
Nope. 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 The Breath of Lightning. Lightning Rod. Reduces lightning cooldown. Interesting indeed. Let's go ahead. Let's get one of these.
An excellent choice.
And one of these.
My thanks. Thank you for your custom.
You're welcome. All right, let's go this way. Talk to this. Ooh, what's this? Traveling person.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you.
Okay, very good.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you.
Interesting. So they don't know who this person is. All right, so we need to go visit these places. Oh, look at this wonderful spot. Daydreamer.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits.
It is
When I
quite
was a
good
girl,
water.
I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Oh, there's one right here.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh,
keep you
that's a
long.
different response.
I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss.
Briar's
Don't find a
Kiss.
finder smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's
Nice.
Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Wait a minute. Did I'm missing something? What am I missing? Unless it's up there. Oh, it's right here. Riverboat captain.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the
Okay.
baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you,
All right, so it's the baths. All right, speak with Ferda in the baths.
Sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Do 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 do. Hey, Ferda. Ferda.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business?
There we
do
go,
you
the
have
desert
with
hare.
The desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Okay, now it's time to go to the bordello where they have all the
Do you think we can
coochie coochie women.
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Uh-oh.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Okay. Do. Who's gonna attack first? Come on. You can do better than that. Woo-doo-doo. Oh, I love it! Come on! We're just having some fun. Oh, are there more of them coming? Oh, there's more of them coming. Whoop! Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'm taking the slow approach here. The slow approach. Boop. I'd say they're dead. They're dead. All right. What was that all about?
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Okay.
Further? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
Unsavory character. That's what he's titled. Unsavory character.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Okay.
Lights and butts! Holes and
Do 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 do.
From the oven.
What is this? Once you go flat,
Have a taste.
you never go back. Is that what it is?
The most
funny.
fragrant herbs and spices from
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubos Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
All right.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Commerce.
Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street.
Oh, please.
I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Not necessarily.
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What?
The trouble?
If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call...
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Okay, we got a good little quest to go on. I like this.
Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right.
All right.
Good
So
luck,
we're
Uncle.
getting separated. Okay. Quest accepted. Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
Alright, so it looks like there must be one outside here. Oh, what is this? The best shop in best drop in Dalimil. Visit the final sting. That's cool. Follow the crystals. Are they all? Interesting. What is this?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves, pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons, and it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Okay. But there's not going to be one out here anymore because we're... Okay. So let's go back in. Let's go back inside. Go out this way.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
So we're just info finding right now.
Word of advice, traveler. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean. Okay. So this is my opportunity to really kind of do some exploring. Okay. Can I go up the stairs? I can. Be neat to find some interesting things around here. We're just looking around. Do, 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 do.
Let me treat you.
You're gonna treat me?
I need to drink.
Ooh, what does this say? Reported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. Okay. I don't know what that means.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts.
Alright, so this is where we were when we were trying to leave and we couldn't. Alright, so let's go back this way.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your... Made from the stoutest stoneware.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Hey, ladies.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Okay.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Back at the inn.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Desmond.
Where is he? It's right behind me? What is he, up top? Oh, he's right here.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
But what? He's upstairs, but. What does that but mean? He's upstairs, but? He's upstairs, but? Ooh, okay.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
Deposit?
That's a black pearl. One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement.
What's happening?
But not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
What is he doing?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought
them.
if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
All right, he's a sneaky little dude.
Discover
that the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
Popinjay? Preening popinjay.
It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
All
I
right.
arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
Let me treat you.
Of course.
I need a drink.
Do. Let's go this way. Oh, in order to get there, do we need to go around and out? How am I going to get there? I think I need to go, because they're not going to let me out, right?
Just look at the detail.
Let's see. Maybe I got to go out the front of the gate.
Fresh bread.
The juiciest meat from Greece.
It would make
The finest fabrics.
Like this way, maybe? Can I even get around? This south gate. Oh, the desert gate. Never mind. I need to go through the Briar's Kiss and go to the desert gate. Let's try that. Hold on. Let's go to this desert gate. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go on this adventure.
Are you ready for a war?
Well, not particularly, but you know. Do that for now. I'm sure there'll be plenty of battles along the way. Do 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 do. Shoom. Is there only one left? And you're gone. Do 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 do. Well, this is a fun place to be. I like the music playing. I really do. I like the music. Reminds me of like we're doing Prince of Persia action.
I'll take it from here.
Okay. What's gonna happen here? Ooh, look, there's all the crystals tucked away.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
I don't know. I'm suspicious.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Who's them?
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
The Royal
But
Knights.
we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
I see.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
They're here
Kill
to
them.
fight.
Kill them both!
Kill them all. All right. Who's gonna attack first? Do 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 do. I love it. Come on, attack. You're dead. Alright, so far, this is easy.
Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, they're getting like smacked-ed. Do this. Do 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 do. There we go. Now the one who's causing all the problems, he's not going. Womp, womp, womp. Womp, 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 womp.
It's over.
I love this block. Come on. Oh, I didn't do it. The timing does definitely have to be right. Do 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 do. Is there one more? Where is he? Oh. You're just over here doing it all by yourself? New enemies are approaching. Yep. Boop. Whoa! Where'd these guys come from? Are these just their... Okay, that's no fair. Poor little guys. Poor little guys. That was an easy battle. All I'm doing is like hacking and slacking.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
No,
That's
it
like my
wasn't.
performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way.
I love this dude's language.
Degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Well, do we earn your trust?
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not?
Yes.
To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Very
Thank
good.
you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard. Here, wear this.
What are we getting to wear? Oh, okay, the Desert Rose. Okay.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Luke.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia los delan. Tu Isakelis.
Do. There he goes. That's a cool trick.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Very good. That was interesting indeed.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. Follow the crystals. Oh, but now there's quests. There's side quests. What do we have so far for ability points? Because I wanted to... What is this? 1895, and that's 1307, so I can't do that quite yet. Okay. Well, let's do some of these side quests.
Even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Are you?
Sorry. My mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalimil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that, or pack my bags.
Could I give you a hand?
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalimil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalimil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Let's do it. A fun, silly little quest. Let's see what we got.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Oh, there's like 2 quests.
Needed to a silken
So many
like
quests.
eating a cloud with a...
So many quests. This is gonna be great. All right. The carrying out a niche needs to be.
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Where am I going though?
Yeah, but what
Oh, I passed it.
point?
Would it be down here?
I'll be asking for you
No.
again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer.
Is it in here? Or is it above me? I'm so confused.
Look, Father, hot water. But where are the bearers who heat it? It wasn't heated by magic.
Let's go up top. Or can I do that? All right, I tell you what. Let's just speak to all of these exclamation points. Let's see what happens.
What for? Ruined. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
No, this is another quest.
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Sure.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you.
Oh, we got to go quite far.
These baths, my livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
All right. All right, so we have that quest. Oh. Okay, that's quest number 2. That is way out there.
Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do. And what about you? Are you the...
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay. What else we got?
They're quite
My carpets
Is it true what I'm hearing? The men of the rock are cutting off our crystals for themselves?
Let's see here. Everything else, I can't carving out a niche. It's like right outside the. What am I missing? It's right outside these. Oh, maybe I just talk to anybody while I'm
Kneaded
here?
to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Very interesting. Don't know exactly what I'm missing.
Look at the detail, the craftsmanship.
It's interesting. What am I missing? Speak with the townspeople. Oh, it's anywhere in this entire area. Okay, all right. I just gotta find who to talk to. That's all.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of crystals.
Ooh, is there somebody nearby?
If you can't even fill my cup,
With this person? A hunter.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Well, let's see.
Plates and pots!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Well, you've got a lot of things to say, don't you?
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Luba wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant.
Whom would that be?
A favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Velcro. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay. Are you're just gonna run? Oh. Okay, so now they're all out into the desert, right? So one's this way. So we've got to go back out. All right, so let's go back out. All right, let's board.
Good girl.
Do 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 do. Let's go, let's go. We're gonna go all the way out for a little ride. Dismount. Oh. Did you get what you needed?
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but...
You tell him?
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone, but adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalimil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalimil to get at her mineral deposits, and if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell!
Maybe that's it.
That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me.
The limestone? Fine.
I can hardly
I
abandon you now.
Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Okay, so now we gotta get some
Do
limestone.
you crush it up or just throw it in the furnace?
Gather limestone. Which looks like it's all pretty much... Oh, it's all going to be out this way. So we got to go through the south gate to do both of these. Okay. All right, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Let's go.
Ready, go?
Do-do. Do-do, do-do-do, do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do. They need music while we're running around here. Come on. We need the music. Am I allowed to run through here? Or it's going to take me off? Yeah, it's going to take...
walk from here.
Yes, you can.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
The finest fabrics. And this isn't too far out the gate here, though, either.
Sweet incense. Wax candle.
Finally, we'll be able to get lots.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Let's see.
Ah, I'm not too late.
Oh.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Selmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holy.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
There's always trouble waiting.
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Oh, okay.
I've lost one Sid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless. Well, so long as you have a plan.
Okay. So we've got to do this
Drake's
one
Fang
first.
should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press
We got to
on?
gather, though. All right, so we got some lime.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Now, I wonder if I can get over there to do this other quest. And how do I get there? But I'm so dang close, I can probably just go back inside and go see our friend. Give him what he needs, and then we can head back out.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your... Just look at the deep. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Light me a talk.
What you got?
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Let's do it.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both. She's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we...
Craft it, baby. Craft it. Let's see it. Ting, 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 ting. There we go.
I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
What do we got?
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
Oh no.
So certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you.
Aw.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd
make it cost an
absolute fortune.
That's funny.
There goes a master.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
Clive is such a fine gentleman.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
All right. Quest complete. Carving out a niche. All right, so now, do you have like a gazillion things to say?
Clive. You and I...
More common than you might think, but not only are you both masters of the blade, but devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both second people to our names. You didn't think Rosina Dalimil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work working blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalimil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be my most pressing concern. That is the most infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still?
I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you? All right. We're going to leave for now. I have a feeling we're going to come back here. So let's see how we get to this other quest, because I need to want to prioritize that in my journal. So let's prioritize this. Yes.
Have a taste.
All right. Hot water.
Finally, we'll be.
Yeah, hot water is all over that way. So,
what's owed us.
gotta figure out how to get there, though, is the question. So the map will open up as we go around. Undoubtedly.
Come on, girl.
So let's see. Is there like a bridge you can cross to get over there?
What the hell are those things?
Gotta figure out how to get there. What's this? Some gill. I want to go this way. What's this? 3 desert roses. Twink. 3 sharp fangs. Alright, so yeah, so what is this?
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Doot. Woo! Do this. They're bath bombs. Oh, that's great. I love it.
That's all ready.
Do. Do. Woo!
It's over.
No. Tis but a scratch. Woo!
Out of the frying pan.
New enemies. Wow. Thanks, boy. Oh, look at this thing. That's fun. I can't tell where I'm... Okay, there we go. Oh, I was too late. We'll do this again. Woo!
Goggle, kill!
Well done.
Whip. Oh, you son of a gun. Woo. There we go. Enemy slain. All right, we got some HP there. I mean
That's
XP.
Cool things down a bit. That's
very
enough
good
to keep the baths from boiling.
3 desert roses. All right, so we got to get back. Let's go back. Oh, what is this? Oh, and what's this? More desert roses. Very good. There's stuff everywhere. This is a fun little area. I like this. All right. Complete this task, this quest. Kind of cool that this whole area is like a limestone kind of area. I did not expect that to be in the desert. And how it just ends when you get here.
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed.
All right.
There he is. The man who saved... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a
bombs.
pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks.
Very good.
Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Quest complete. Hot water. Where are we at? 1707. The breath of the inferno. Ignition. Oh. Reduces cool time. That's cool. All right, and that's it for things here. Nice. Excellent. Well, this is where we're going to bring this episode to a close. Well, that was a fun little episode. That was mainly side quest stories and just lore, and before we get into more stuff with Hugo, so we'll get to that eventually. So it's fun to have these episodes of Respite where you go into just some kind of like tranquil, calm related type activities. So I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun with it, but I'm looking forward to see what happens when we go further into pursuing Hugo. So that'll happen next time. So until then, make sure you're following or subscribe. Make sure that you got that notification bell turned on, and I'll see you soon. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.